Hello, good evening, everybody. It's Sophia here. I'm very happy to be here to talk about some tips on how to learn Chinese vocabulary. Yeah, in Chinese, we say 中文词汇学习小窍门. So let's dive in. So first of all, I want to ask you a question. 学习中文词汇难吗? Is it hard to learn Chinese vocabulary? Let's see. You may answer 不难, which means not so hard. 很难, very hard. 非常难, very, very hard. 有点难, a bit difficult. 挺容易, it's easy. 太难了, it's so difficult. So what's your answer? 不难, 很难, 非常难, 有点难, 挺容易, 太难了。如果你的回答是 if your answer is 很难 it's quite difficult 非常难 very hard 有点难 a bit hard 太难了 so difficult stay with me because we are going to talk about some tips they may be helpful. So tip number 1, we learn new Chinese vocabulary in context. It is important to use new vocabulary in a context or situation that you can later refer back to. For example, when you learned the phrase 不好意思, use it in a situation of asking for direction. 不好意思 is a phrase which has multiple meanings. But if you use it in the situation of asking for direction, next time when you are in similar situation, you may be able to use it. For example, 不好意思，请问厕所在哪里? Excuse me, where is the toilet? See, 不好意思 in this situation means excuse me. So by the same token, if you want to say, excuse me, where is the bus stop? Then you can also use 不好意思。不好意思，请问汽车站在哪里? Okay, if you want to ask, excuse me, where is the train station? You know the answer, right? How do you say it? 不好意思，请问火车站在哪里? You got it? Wonderful. So tip number 2, group words and use them in short phrases. You know, Chinese words can be Chinese characters. So it can be one letter, one character, and one character can be one word. But sometimes, many times actually, Chinese words are the combination of 2 or more characters. Chinese words are easier to remember than individual characters, and short phrases work better than individual phrases. This especially applies to Chinese vocabulary, as there are many Chinese words that are of different pronunciation and mean totally different things. Want an example? Let's see. So, look at this word, 好吃. Those 2 words put together, it actually have 2 pronunciations and means different things. One means tasty, 好吃. The other one means likes to eat, 好吃. So it can be confusing for any new learners to learn the exact meaning because they look the same, right? However, the pronunciation is different and they mean different things. So it's better to remember them in the short phrases. For example, 好看又好吃. It means looks good and it tastes good. 好看又好吃. On the other side, 好吃懒做, which means be fond of eating but be lazy to work. So in this case, it's not 好吃, it is 好吃. See, does it make sense? And you won't forget it if you put them into different phrases. Are you with me? Good. So tip number 3, relate new Chinese words to existing knowledge. One way a lot of Chinese learners do is we tend to translate new Chinese vocabulary simply because we want to relate the new information to things that we already know. Yeah, if you learn 苹果, you want to translate it into English, apple. If you learned 狗, you want to know it means dog in English too, right? It makes total sense because it has the connection between the new words to your existing knowledge. Another good way to learn a new Chinese word is to relate it to its synonyms, antonyms, or similar expressions. Let's take 爱 for example. 爱 means love. So it's very the 同义词, which means synonyms can be 喜欢, 喜爱, 有爱, 关爱. They are all very similar to 爱, but used differently in different situations. What is the opposite 反义词 to 爱? The antonyms. Well, it's 恨. 恨 means hate. So if you learn the word hate, it's better to remind yourself 爱. Then you can establish one relationship with those two words, which will make the memory much easier. So just to put all the words together, you can relate to similar expressions. And this one, for example, I just picked one. 爱之愈深，恨之愈切, which means the more you love, the more you can feel the hate. Once you love somebody so deeply, and if the love turns into hatred, the hate can be really deep too. Okay, the tip number 4 is to play vocabulary games. There are many games available. You can use the ones which are available, such as memory games, bingo, guess the word, word bee, and simply competition within a time limit. They are all great games for children to learn the vocabulary. Do you have any other games you enjoy while learning new Chinese vocabulary? Just list some in the comment. I would love to have a look at them. So I just talked about the 4 tips. There are more tips. If you want more, actually, I am offering a free live class, which is called the 3 Little Long Hacks to Successful Chinese Vocabulary Learning. If you are interested, I would like to personally invite you to attend it. There will be 2 sessions available for next Tuesday. So you just go to ChineseForKids.net/live class and you can register for one of those. And I look forward to having you in the live class where we'll talk about 3 little known hacks, and I'm quite sure you will gain a lot of value out of it. So whether you've been stuck, seeing little progress, or wondering where to start and how, or struggling to generate results you've been hoping for, this winter can be a big milestone in your Chinese learning. Join me to get to know what it takes to build a solid Chinese vocabulary foundation and grow it with visible progress continuously. So join me at my live class at ChineseForKids.net/live class. Thank you for joining me for this lesson. For more Chinese for Kids learning and teaching materials, visit ChineseForKids.net. You can find the content of this session in an article in ChineseForKids.net as well. Okay, bye now. I will see you soon.